This is Stampy, and welcome to another Let's Play on... And this is the second level, which I'm going to be making for Stacy Plays, and she built a pretty awesome one for me in the last episode with a really cool twist. If you didn't see that, it was the high one, which I thought was really awesome. So hopefully, I'm going to do an equally awesome one for her now, and we're using the Super Mario Bros. 3 style. And oh, I'm just scribbling all over the place here. And right, okay, let me explain the concept of this level first. Let me just demonstrate this before I get properly building. Let me kind of just explain what the idea is. So, Thwomps, these guys, if you go and walk under them, they do this. Boop, and they're mainly there to attack you. But also, if I put one of these underneath it and put something inside of it, for example, let's put a Koopa Trooper inside of here. And now if I go underneath it, it basically makes whatever's inside of it drop out. And that's quite cool. That's quite useful. So I thought I would base a level around that mechanic. So I'm not sure what I'm going to call it. It's probably going to be called like Thwomp Romp, or I don't know, something silly like that, knowing me. So yeah, let's go and play around and try and find out how many cool things we can do based around that mechanic. And actually, let me just experiment one thing quick. This is what I spend all of my time doing in Mario Maker when I'm not making these videos. It's just experimenting, just trying to put things in things and on things and shaking them around and seeing what it does. And yeah, I just wanted to see whether I could put it in the pipe. But it seems like I can't. Anyway, so let's go and start off by just introducing the concept of what this map is about. So I'm going to be nice at first, and we're going to put this question mark here. And I'm going to do it quite high up so she doesn't jump and get it immediately. But then I'm also going to put a thwomp up above it, just about here. And I want to make sure that she can see it. So when she starts, she's going to see this and probably be a little bit wary. And I'm also going to put one of these blocks here because that will break as well when the thwomp lands in it. But you can see, no matter what, it won't be able to get me because that block will block it unless I jump up. But look, I don't even think I could reach up and hit it anyway. So she's safe. And I'm also going to show how items come out of it by putting a mushroom inside of this one here. So now as she walks under, it's going to drop out and she can grab the mushroom and then carry on her merry way. Let's go and add just a little jump as well, just to make it look a little bit more interesting. Let's go and just add this little gap here for her to jump over. Well, let's do and add a little bit of a ramp in here as well, like this, so she can come up here and then do the little jump. I always like jumping. I feel like I neglect jumping too much in a Mario game, which is like the worst thing you can do is neglect jumping. And there's also a way to guarantee that she'll be able to get the mushroom before it runs off too much. Then she can come up here and jump across just like this. And then there's going to be the next obstacle, I guess, which is going to be the exact same setup as before, but this time it's going to be bad. And this way, I'm just explaining that sometimes it's not the nicest things inside of the question mark boxes. So let's start off and be very simple and put a nice little Goomba down there. And then let's go and put this up here like this. So she's going to come here, and then the Goomba's going to go and fall down and hopefully not squish her. But luckily, she will have the mushroom anyway, so if it does land on her head, yeah, she should be able to do okay. And so now we can go and shake things up a little bit more. Now we can go and get a little bit crazier. So what should we go do? We could add just, I think we could add just a big row of them now, because now she understands what the concept is. We could add just a big row of them. So I might do another little simple jump right about here that she needs to go and make. And let's have her jump up a little bit higher up, shall we? So she can go and jump up here. Well, actually, I don't want her to jump too high, because you can see if she jumps to here, then she can't see above too much, actually. So I think I should actually build most of it a lot lower down. So maybe she can just jump down to about this area here. And now I'm going to do a row of them. And the row is going to be full of some nice things and some bad things. So I think this should be... Oh, nope, I didn't mean to get rid of them. Let's just do a row of 5, shall we? And let's just do a little bit of a mix match of some nice things and some mean things. Well, actually, I know what we could do. We could put a giant one in. If I get this and then put a mushroom onto it, it's going to be a big one. So how many... I think it will set all of these off. There we go. Oh, it destroys them. Oh, I got an idea, actually. If I put these ones down, I don't think they'll get destroyed. I think it's actually just going to bounce it up and down. Let's go and try this out, shall we? Oh, look at that. It just bounces it. That is pretty awesome, I will not lie. So then that way, I can also put things into that as well. So let's go and put down some more Goombas. I guess I can mainly use them in this. And I don't think I need to give her another mushroom yet, because I gave her one recently. So let's go and just throw some other things in, shall we? Let's just go and put some coins in the ones in the middle as well. And so then she can come to here, and then the Goombas come down, and then them as well. That's pretty cool. I like that. I think that's pretty awesome. And then what I'm going to do is I could do the reverse. I could do it so she then needs to jump over it. So if I kind of did the same thing, like this here, like literally the same thing, like literally I could just copy and paste this, like this, but now she has to go and try and jump over it. You see, if she's here, this is going to, but if she goes, it's going to drop, so she's got to try and lure it out and then go. That's quite fun, isn't it? I don't know if that's too difficult though. Maybe I could go and add like a little area underneath here. So then what she needs to do is go under there and then jump around. So let me go and try this. Actually, she can just stand here. This might work. If I kind of break these away, as you can see, I'm just doing a lot of experimenting here. So that goes, and then she jumps, and I think that might be a little bit too difficult of a jump to make. So seeing as I kind of want these two areas to be symmetrical, let's grab these and move them down and move him down, and then let's go and grab these and move everything down just a little bit, just to make that jump a little bit easier. So it's going to come here, and then she needs to go boing and boing, and there we go. That's not too difficult. It's quite tough, I will be honest, but I feel like I can step the difficulty up a little bit at this point here. I could actually be nice and put a checkpoint down. That might be a nice thing to do. So if I put this checkpoint here, I think it's going to be a good place for the first checkpoint, and then that way she doesn't have to do all of the beginning stuff again. Yeah, she can just go straight to doing these if she does. Well, actually, I think that might even be too generous for a checkpoint, to be honest, seeing as we're still quite early on in the level. So now, actually, I don't want this ground here. I want her to need to go and jump to the other side, and I'm going to go and do the ground about here, do you reckon? Because this way she is not going to be able to jump underneath. You'd see that she would bang her head there. So this way she needs to go over the top to get to here. So I think even if I do it here, I think she still wouldn't be able to make that jump. Let's just try and make it though. Actually, it might be possible. It might be possible to jump underneath. Let me just have one more test, and there we go. I think that is impossible. And if someone does do it, I think I'll just take my hat off to them anyway, because it's quite impressive. And I might as well make something drop out underneath as well. I could do is be mean and just put a whole load of stars in there, because I think all of the stars are just going to drop down and she won't be able to get them, but it'll just be a bit of a tease. If I stand there we go, a whole load of just stars just drop out underneath there. Right then, let's go now then and try and carry on. So what else could we do a little bit different? Oh, I know what we could do. If I go and let's try and build out of some other materials as well, because I'm being a bit boring here. Let's go and put a pipe in here, and she needs to go and get on top of that pipe. So actually, let's move the pipe this way a little bit, and what I'm going to do here is a spring, but the spring is going to be once again inside of one of these, and you guessed it, there's going to be a thwomp which is going to go and knock it down. So let's go here like this. And so then this way, I'm going to have a spring's going to drop out of there, and then she can use that to get up the pipe. So all she needs to do is go and carry it to the end there, and she can go and get up. Actually, let me just make sure. Actually, no, because I'm worried, because what she could do is jump up there, like she could do this. And then that way, she could take the spring and use it later on in the level. So I want to make sure she can't do that. So I might just move the pipe a little bit further away from this. And what I really need to make sure is that she can't jump from here onto the pipe. But I think she still could, actually. I could make the pipe higher, maybe? That could be a way to solve the problem. If I do that, then that way, I think she wouldn't be able to jump from here. Oh, no, she still could. Okay, let's Let's try and rethink this a little bit. What I could do is do something very simple, is just go and add another pipe coming down from the top of the level. So if I did this coming down from here, then that way she wouldn't be able to jump from there. She needs to bring the spring, and I think that looks okay as well. I think that still does look pretty cool, and I might as well have something coming out of the pipe as well, just to be nice. Let's go and just have some coins just squirting out of this pipe, because why not? So she's going to come here. The spring will drop out. She can go and throw it down here, and then I need to make this pipe a tiny bit lower, just to about here. And let me see if this is possible. So that drops down. I go and grab the spring, and up I go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Right then. Let's go and try and shake things up a little bit more now then. What else could I make come out of a pipe? Ooh, a power block. That could be quite cool. Right, I could do a bit where there's loads and loads and loads of enemies, but then a power block comes out and just kills them all. That could be quite a cool thing. So let's go and make it so she would go and drop down to here. And once again, let's go and add a big row of these, maybe along here. And then let's go and add in some more of the big thwomp, shall we? So let's go and give this guy a mushroom. And let's copy him, and let's do 3 of these, I guess, like that would be fine. So let's just make sure that this does set them all off. And oh, yeah, I forgot that they they break straight through them, don't they? That might not work with these ones then. Let's try and take it down a little bit then. And let's go and use some of these little baby ones then. They're still pretty menacing, all the same. So if I put a power block kind of right in the middle, and maybe one at the end as well. So what I could do is put a whole load of nasty enemies inside of here. So she'd probably really panic when they all go and start dropping out. But then I could go and have it so the power blocks drop down and kind of go and take them all out anyway. So let's go and do this and this here. And let's just see what happens. I don't know what's really going to happen here, but let's just go and test it out, shall we? So they all drop down. The power blocks need to get set off though somehow, don't they? Okay, so I still need to try and rethink this. I could maybe have the power block happen at the beginning then. So if I have the power block come down first here, so she would come down here, and then this one would drop, and let's see, that one walks to the right. So if I went and did this, so they're all running to the right. That's good actually. That gives her time to go and use the power block. So let's shake the other power blocks out, and let's go and put even more googlies in these because there wasn't enough already. And let's just go and throw you in there, and let's go and throw you in there. And so I now need a place here for them to be kind of blocked off, so they would go and all start walking back. So I kind of want to save this power block until they've all come out. And then I can go and throw it, and then that will go and take out pretty much all of them. And then I might actually give another power block in the middle about here as well. So there we go. That's just another slightly different challenge to the challenges that I did before. And now what I could do is do a vine. I could do one of these vines, which could actually come out of a thingy to help you get up higher. So if I went and did this one about here. So actually, I'm going to do another one of my little jumps here, because then this is going to be the thing that will block the enemies and make them all walk back. So let's go and do another one of my little simple jumps here, just because it's fun as well, just to keep people jumping through the level. This is Mario after all. It is what the games are all about. And yeah, so on this one, I'm going to have it quite high up here, and I'm going to have it so that a vine comes out of it. So if this one is up here like this, then it's going to go and smash down. And I was going to do this one as one of these so it gets destroyed, just because I think that looks cooler. So now, I think I might even make that a little bit higher as well. I might go and put it all the way up here, so it's right next to it. And then if I go and put the vine inside of there, the vine, rather than going up, is actually going to go down. So I'm going to move these a little bit further across so she doesn't accidentally set it off immediately as soon as she lands. But she's going to get to here, and then the vine is going to come down like this, and she can then go and climb up the vine, and I'm going to allow her to use that to get to somewhere else higher up here. I might go and use a pipe here to kind of block it off, just like I did before. So she needs to go and try and jump over the pipe. But as you can see, it would be impossible to do it normally, but she could jump on the vine like this and go and jump straight over the pipe. That's quite a cool different challenge. And what else could I use? I could try using one of these P blocks. Let me see if when a Thwomp hits it, whether it actually goes and sets it off, because I've not tried this out. I didn't actually experiment too much before making this video, so a lot of the stuff that I'm doing, I'm kind of just discovering and trying out for the first time here. And oh, it does. I think it did. I didn't hear the music change. For some reason, I keep having that star going like non-stop, so I didn't hear the music change. But let me see whether this does work. It does. There we go. They set off the P block, so that is perfect. So I could have another challenge here where I kind of do some platforms made out of these coins like this. So there could be one there, and then one here, and then one down there, just like that on the other side. So I think that's pretty much symmetrical. That looks quite good. And let's move this back even further. It's turned out to be a lot longer of a level than I expected it was going to be. I'm kind of pretty much right at the very limit, which is good. I like the slightly longer levels. So what we could have here, rather than making it actually knock anything out, I might go and have a giant one. So if I go and have this guy here and give it a mushroom, and so I might make it so it kind of goes and smashes through a whole load of bricks, and then eventually gets to the P block. So if I go and put a bunch of these here, it's going to basically smash its way through there. And then eventually, it's going to make its way to this, which I'm going to kind of block off like that. And then I can go and put the P block inside of there. And just to have a bit of fun, I'm going to have a 1-up coin kind of just bouncing around there as well, because why not? So this way, it's going to smash its way through. Then it hits the P block, and then she'll be able to go and jump up the coins. I might actually go and move this entire thing slightly further this way, so she can see it right next to the coins, because I want to make sure she sees the coins straight away, and then can go and try and jump over them. And it's pretty easy of a jump. And then we're right at the end of the level. We probably have time for one more little obstacle that we can use before she needs to go and get through. So I'm trying to think, what haven't I done? What haven't I made a Thwomp go and land on at the end over here? I might just add loads of them. I might just go crazy. Seeing as I've been using them through the entire level, I might just go a little bit mad now and just add them everywhere, kind of as a not really an obstacle, but just something kind of cool to see at the end of the level as a bit of a reward. And I can't put them too close together like that though, can I? Let's go. And actually, I can go a little bit further here because we do have the bridge as well, actually. So maybe I could add one more obstacle. Well, let's do the end of the level first. Let's do it in a bit of a weird order, and let's do this section here first. And let's go and add a whole load of these. That should probably be enough of the big ones. And let's go and get some of the little ones now. And let's go and, oh no, I didn't mean to do that. It's annoying that it just kind of gets rid of the one that was already there. And actually, I can kind of like stack them, can't I? I always forget about being able to totem pole these enemies. And oh, nope, I got rid of another one. So let's go and try and stack some of these guys together, shall we? And let's do, I think that'll probably be enough. And then we could go and add in, let's add some more of these in, so they're all bouncing up and down again, because that was just pretty fun. So this can be the end of the level here, is just seeing all of these guys just bouncing up and down like crazy. And let's go and fill all of these in with kind of just coins as well. So it's going to be sort of just raining down coins on you as you go through the end of the level here. And actually, I might be able to fit a few more extra small ones in between those small ones as well, just so they can go and set off all of the coins. And I could add some like sound effects in and stuff as well. So is it going to let me fit one in between them at all? No, I think that I just about can't. So I might get rid of one of them and kind of just move the whole thing along a bit. So move that one in the middle there, and then I can, there we go. Now I can go and fit some in the middle like this. So this is the end of the level. There's just going to be coins dropping down as you go to the end and go and complete it. So the only thing to do is to decide what am I going to have here. So I can't think of much else that could come out of the the blocks with the thwomps, which I haven't done already, to be honest. So I might kind of just have this pretty much as the end. We'll tell you what I could do is just have another simple jump with these coins, because there is time with the P block for this to kind of just go on a little bit longer. So if I did that up there like that, and then I did this here, and then I might just go and add in another one of my pipes coming down from the ceiling, just to block that area off so she doesn't accidentally go and jump straight into them all. And I can go and add some coins coming out of here as well, just because that's good fun, and at the end of the level some coins as well. There we go. I think that is going to be a really fun ending to the level, and hopefully a fun ending to a fun level as well. I definitely hope she enjoys it, because I definitely enjoyed the level she made for me a lot. Right then, let's go and try it out, shall we? I think I do want to add another checkpoint in. I think I'm going to add another checkpoint right about here. Just because it is quite a long level, and is it not letting me do it? Oh, I think it only lets me add one checkpoint in. Right, let's grab this checkpoint, and let's kind of move it a little bit closer to the middle of the level. I think that's pretty much the middle of the level here, and let's give it a go then myself then. I do have the star power for some reason right now. Obviously, she wouldn't, but I don't think that's going to affect anything too much. And let's see if I can do it. And oh look, I didn't realize I jumped as a ball. That's pretty awesome. Right, my star power's gone. I can go and carry on as normal. So that's where the googlies come out, but because she had seen it the last time, hopefully she would be quite wary of it at that point. And this is the tricky one. This is where I need to go when it bounces up, and oh, I did hit it. I hit it, but luckily I had the mushroom, so I was okay. So now I can put the spring here and jump up here. And these ones are the ones that drop out all of the enemies. So I want to try and save the power block if I can. And oh, look at that one. That one's getting bounced around like crazy. And there we go. There's pretty much all the googlies taken out. And then I can take out the last ones. And now I got my checkpoint, which is about halfway through the level. This one drops out the vine, so I can go and jump up here. And we're pretty much right at the end of the level now. It was a long level, but you can get through it quite quickly. I think it's pretty easy. And then here's just the fun bit at the end where they're all bouncing around. And there we go. We are done. Level complete. So I'm going to go and send that to Stacy so she can go and play that. But for now, I'm going to go and play the level that she has made for me. Okay, here is Stacy's level, and it's called Raccoon Ruckus, apparently. So yeah, let's go ahead and give this a go. I'm a little bit worried, because before I played this level, she sent me a message saying, like, basically, can we still be friends after we play the level? So I'm assuming that this level is going to be a little bit of a difficult one. I don't even know how to start this level. How do I? Oh, okay. I can just jump up there. I didn't think I could make that jump. And it seems like there might be a few different routes I can go. Right, these guys seem pretty deadly. I don't know how the Tanuki suit works very well. I know you can kind of fly with it and stuff, but I don't really know how to do it particularly well. So let's see if I can grab one of these. Can I? Oh, nope, that wasn't very good. If I get another one though of the feathers, then I'd get back to normal size. But it looks like that is not going to happen. Right, looks like I'm definitely in the learning progress stage of playing the level. I'm kind of just learning what I need to do. Let's just keep going up then. Can I just keep going up this way? Okay. Oh, I think this is like a giant tree. Look, I think these are the leaves. Oh, look. Oh, it's this autumn. It's all of the leaves falling off the tree. That is absolutely awesome. That is really cool. Right then, let's just see how far I can make it across to the other side. Oh, I crossed a lot of the level then. I think I might have skipped out a lot of it, but that's okay. Apparently the level's really hard, so I'm not going to mind too much. There was a star that came out then, but I wasn't quick enough to grab it. And oh no, I got hurt. Let's run. And I have, oh no, not done it yet. And there we go. Now I have done it. There we go. That wasn't too bad, actually. That wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. She did scare me a little bit before I played it, but that wasn't actually too difficult. So yeah, that was the level. And oh, a new record. Check me out. Record setting. Let's go and give the level a star. And then there'll be an ID in the description to my level if you want to play that, as well as a link to the next video I'm going to do on the third level, and also a link to Stacy's video of her making that level and me playing no. So it's her building the level for me and her playing the level I made for her. That makes sense, doesn't it? Anyway, that's the end of this episode here. So I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!